Hey there, welcome to Clash from the Past. Big news this morning. I got the bins back from the end of the driveway and put them back into the garage. Week after week, as a married father of 3 kids, I continue to dominate garbage and recycling day, and I did a heck of a job this morning. So as a reward, I treated myself to 30 minutes of Clash Royale. Now, some takeaways from my games this morning. I wanted to spotlight 2 cards that my 2v2 partners used a lot. And one of them was the Mega Knight. You know this card, you might use it. I don't, but I'm seeing it a lot. It's especially had a resurgence since you can soup it up and give it those spiky things that knocks back. I don't even know how that works, but because of that, many people are employing the Mega Knight in the arena. Now let me tell you, I like this card. It's 7 Elixir, which is a big investment, but if used correctly, it can be highly effective. What I like about it is it tends to be a surprise. If you put it in your back pocket, you drop it on a whole mess of troops, it can wreak some havoc and cause some pushback going the other way. However, if you carry this card, can I offer some advice? Don't start the game like this. Okay, give me a second. If you want to know why I sometimes shout at my phone and get in trouble in the morning with the rest of my family, it's because of things like this. If you are dropping the Mega Knight to start the game behind the towers, you are telling me that you fundamentally don't understand the nature of this card. And you're also signaling to me that we're in big trouble. It's as if you're saying, hey dude, what's up? I know the match is starting. I want to let you know that I have a Mega Knight and I just dropped it behind my tower. Can you see it? No, totally, I saw it. It's going to be there in about 30 seconds, so get your defenses ready and just make sure that you completely shut it down. No, absolutely, we'll be ready for it. Hey, appreciate the heads up. However, I ran into one individual who used the Mega Knight really well this morning, so let's take a look at that. This is a player named Salivet Getzer. The Saliver gets is that there's a bunch up right at the bridge, and boom, you drop it right on top. Highly effective in going back the other way. This other one is fantastic too, because what I love about this is we have an Elixir Golem coming down that's placed in front of a witch, and my partner is primed, has a Mega Knight ready, but they wait. They wait until the golem gets closer to the tower and they drop the Mega Knight right on top of the witch. Some people want to drop it on top of the golem elixir, but that's not a good idea. Take out the back. I will handle the front. And they drop it right on top of the witch. They wait a second. Clever. Well done. Appreciate that. We ended up winning that game. Surprise, surprise. The other card that a lot of my partners used this morning was the Dart Goblin. I like this card. It's fragile, but it's very fast, it shoots very fast, and it does good damage. One thing some players like to do, if they have it, is to open with it, right at the bridge. And you know what? I don't really mind this, because it does have the ability to go in, sort of shock the opponent. You can get a bunch of hits in, and you get to see how they react to it. If it's a log, that's a shame. That's a -1 elixir, but at least then we know they have a log. And sometimes they overreact to it, which can be helpful. The only thing I would say is don't do that a lot. Don't continually put it up there, because then you're just giving away 3 elixir. Because the Dart Goblin, in essence, really does its best work from behind. From behind the troops where it can move and it can shoot and dart and pick things off. The next thing I wanted to discuss is the reason why I carry a particular card in all my decks. I never used to carry arrows, but I do now. And you would think it's because of minions, minion horde, maybe even the princess or the Dark Goblin, but no. The number one reason I carry arrows is this guy. Now, once this firecracker came on the scene, it just became a problem. He is tricky. It's the reason why they're everywhere. I don't carry one, but I would say about 65% of the decks that I face and I'm paired with have a firecracker, and you guys are firecracker crazy. And I found once a firecracker comes down, the number one thing that I want to do more than anything else on the board is take it out. Because if you don't, if you let it sit behind a bunch of troops and just continue to fire, That thing can rake. You have to eliminate it. So you'll see right here, boom, 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 arrows, 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 arrows. I use my arrows for all different kinds of things, but if I know the other team has a firecracker, I will save those arrows, and most of the time I will use it on the firecracker. Now the last thing, which was just interesting on the last game I played, is this team was down and then they put an elixir pump in the back, which you can see right there. When your opponent puts down an elixir pump, I believe you have two options. Three, really, but two options. One, you can shoot a rocket, you can poison it, you can throw a fireball at it. All decent things to do. Or you can take it as an opportunity to attack, and attack fast and attack hard. So that's what I did here, because when they put down an elixir pump, they're putting down 6. They're blowing a big hole in their potential to defend. And they're trying to fill it up with more elixir, which they will if you let them do it. But what I like to do, if the timing's right, is to then say, okay, that elixir pump, boom, I'm going to attack. Because they're not going to have as many resources to stop you. And they might make a lot of bad moves and put cards out of position. Which, in essence, is what you're trying to get your opponent to do. All right, so that's it for today. Next episode, I'm going to be showing you all 5 of my favorite decks, how they're constructed, why I constructed them that way, and why I like them. Yeah, and if you're working on the garbage and recycling, feel free to ask for some advice. I'm very, very good. And thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.